Hello everyone, welcome to 2005 Ashes highlights on classic cricket on this channel.
One a very solid stroke from Trescothick all along the
The Old
ground.
Trafford test between Australia and England, the Thursday highlights are right here and right now. That's Trescothick hitting a 4.
Wicket taker, but also he's going to leak some boundaries.
And so did Michael Kasprovic, get awfully close.
Well bowled, it went near the ball, and in the end he got away with it. It could have gone anywhere.
A 50-run partnership for England. Tate's bowling to Strauss.
There's placement and power.
Australia needed a wicket, so Shane Warne was brought into the attack at 11:47 a.m.
Oh, hello.
But an early attacking shot didn't prove him well to start.
Fantastic. Buckner has to raise both his arms and signal a 6. The crowd joined him in doing so.
England were looking promising in the first session, as Trescothick is looking convincing.
Good 50. A quick 50, and he sprints back to make it 51 as well.
Trescothick's job steady the ships for England.
76 balls faced. An hour and a half of play at Trent Bridge this morning, and Marcus Trescothick can raise his bat.
A great morning session from England, as shots kept on coming here, with a luscious cover drive you're about to see.
The cricket's been full of sparkling stuff like that. Another no ball.
By the look of Ponting's face after that no ball, he was running out of ideas.
Stroke was creamed.
The paceman struggled, but so did Shane Warne.
Find a way of stemming the flow, Australia. 4.96. It's astonishing to think the first morning of a test match. Just rollicking along at just shy of 5 and over.
Shane Warne was in with some revenge. Australia getting their first wicket.
Onto the foot. That is what Steve Buckner wanted to know. 3.2 is out, and it's a correct decision because the ball has come off the inside edge onto the foot, and then without hitting the ground, it has gone on to Matthew Hayden.
Strauss was dismissed, but Vaughan started with a convincing stroke.
What a way to get off the mark. First ball, crunch square of the wicket for 4.
Brett Lee nearly got another wicket for Australia. It was well bowled, only one problem. He overstepped.
And Lee doesn't
By a
know
mile.
it yet.
Trescothick couldn't stop playing well.
Another no ball. Another 4 this time. This is just as though he's driven out of Old Trafford, picked up his bat and walked out here.
There's been a bit of this going on in the series, though mainly started by England. Vaughan proved that he was seeing everything well enough to hit off the middle of the bat.
A rain delay, England 1-2-9 for 1. Trescothick played very, very nicely, and he will continue on with his day play. And there's a few hours pulled off due to rain. England's weather getting the better of it. We catch more action with Shaun Tate charging
the only
in.
one to get the ball to swing just a little bit. And he's done it again with the most beautiful in-swinger. A splendid ball, his first wicket in Test cricket, and I'm here to tell you that that was an absolute cracker.
Just have a look at this, beautifully bowled right up there, and it absolutely got nowhere near it. A magnificent delivery. What a first wicket that is for Shaun Tate. Well, if he keeps bowling those, he's going to take a few in his career. Wonderfully done, and it's written all over his face. Beautiful bowling, and it's exactly what the Australians needed.
Trescothick gone for 65, and the wild thing is in the act now. But then a failed in-swinger happened, and as Richie Bennett suggested,
Maybe that he's trying to get his in-swinger working. He swings it both ways. This is that's easy for Vaughan.
until Tate bowled it the other way with a beautiful outswinger outside off stump getting him in down.
That is a great double for Sean.
Peterson showed he had a very good off drive.
Now that's a good stroke. It was, I reckon, an attempt at a Yorker, and Peterson judged it beautifully. He didn't do anything flamboyant with it.
Followed up by a drop catch from Australia.
Down. Now, how costly will that be? Kastrovic is livid with himself. He's worked hard for a wicket today. He's bowled pretty well, apart from the no balls, but he's missed an opportunity now.
Well, it was a sharp chance. Wouldn't say it's a straightforward, easy one, but you know, when they're following through, he never really gets it in, does he?
The Ashes online. Drop catches kept coming for Australia.
Down again. Matthew Hayden at backward point. And these are costly misses for Australia.
The ball was coming to him at quite a fair pace if he just stood there and waited. I mean, a full-blooded back foot shot. See how Michael Vaughan hits at this, took it on the rise, the top of the bounce. Oh, it's just a straightforward catch, that, isn't it?
But that beautiful hover drive there
Beautiful
made Australia
stroke.
pay.
That is Michael Vaughan at his absolute best. The perfect cover drive. And just a lovely, lovely stroke.
It's a pretty good stroke, even though the outfield slowed up with the rain.
The captain put himself on for a bowl in hope for a wicket, which nearly happened front up.
Oh, there's trouble here for Peterson. If Hayden hits the stumps, he doesn't hit the stumps.
Things with a run out and misses the stumps. He could have turned things around for Australia in that instant.
Well, sympathy for Michael Kastrovic, who just lost his footing. The crowd will get on at him. England have got to 200 with a stumble in the field, but simply because of how wet that outfield is.
The wet outfield certainly went England's way, as Michael Vaughan was ready for a brilliant half-century achievement.
Well, that's a beautiful stroke. That's the most delightful way to bring up your 50.
On the screen we can see the 15 out of 28 conversion rate. That's a 28 test 50, well played from him. Grass sitting in the change room, watching on as Ponting did his job for him with a beautiful delivery to Michael Vaughan.
Well, Ponting has pulled it off. He's come on after Michael Kastrovic, and he's got one to go away from Michael Vaughan. That's not going to please Vaughan too much. 58 from 99 balls, and almost looked as though he was playing for tomorrow. Now he's had to go tonight.
Great moment for Ricky Ponting. Just a feather through to Adam Gilchrist from a ball that maybe moved away fractionally, but great joy for the Australian captain, who introduced himself to the attack and has dismissed his opposite number. He'll remember that for a long, long time. Vaughan gone for 58, 213 for 4. Terrific stroke. Tempted, Richie, to ask what's become of your countrymen. Crumpets?
You sound surprised.
Crunching stroke from Flintoff.
And that was the end of the crunching for the day. The two crunchers, Peterson and Flintoff, left the field at 6:05 as more rain came. The light got bad and the umpires said enough is enough. England 229 for 4.
Well bowled from Tate, but Leo Kastrovic couldn't get a wicket. Here's his interview.
It was a great experience, mate. Yeah, pity the rain sort of disrupted play, but no, it was good to get a couple of poles. Yes, bit of relief.
The nerves?
Yeah, it's a fair bit before I got the first wicket. The first wicket was a bit of a sort of just a flush out of the nerves, and I settled down after that. And I thought just as I got that wicket, I started bowling better after that. Yeah.
Well, you talk about that wicket. It wasn't a bad nut.
Yeah, it was like, to be honest, my head must have been down on the ground. I didn't actually see what happened. I just saw the stumps were sort of shattered and away I went. But yeah, it was. I thought, I struggled a bit early and I couldn't quite get a few things right, and then later on the day it came to me, so it was good.
And you quickly struck with the second one, and there was that real window of opportunity for Australia when things just quickened up with the moisture on the pitch.
Yeah, there was a time there we started getting on top of them, and the ball was...
This was the match that got England the Ashes, of course. A big story, this 2005 Ashes. A classic to watch back at, especially when Glenn McGrath treaded on the ball, and all the incidents in between. Thank you so much for watching. Share your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about these classic uploads. If you want more of them, let me know.